Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or should I say bonjour. I'm Deshanti, and I'm a woman's professional and personal development coach specializing in etiquette, specializing in social graces and communication skills as well. I have been in Paris for this past week, and it has been nothing short of amazing. I taught my first international dining etiquette class, continental style, at this restaurant with this private group. It was a private client of mine and her family and friends, and it was nothing short of amazing. I want to say a big thanks to Soar Luxury Getaways for partnering with me on hosting this dining etiquette class, and we'll get right into it. So this is the behind the scenes. It was hosted at Gigi Restaurant, again in Paris, and it was a beautiful scenery, but because of the music that was playing in the background, I am going to do a voiceover for most of this video, and I'll show you the basics of what I taught them. So if you are interested, make sure you stay tuned, like this video, and comment what your favorite part was.
Yes. So everything that's on the right side of you guys, yes, is yours. So you're gonna take your napkin. We're not gonna tuck it up here. We're not doing that. It's going on our laps. So it's gonna go on your laps. So you gotta put on your lap because we look like we're babies. So you put it. You can put your fingers, so you can wipe your fingers like that.
So at this specific restaurant, they didn't have the traditional setup with the knives and the spoons on the right side and the forks on the left side. They just sort of had the fork and the knife on the same side, which was on our right side. So I taught them that in this specific setup, everything on the right side belonged to them. And then the napkins are always going on our laps because that is just a professional way to do it. I will add here as well that if you are getting up to use the bathroom, you can neatly put your hand cloth on your seat to tell the waiter that you are indeed coming back.
And then this glass is always your water glass. So if we're about to do a toast to Tish tonight, we're not toasting with this. We're toasting with the wine glass. Yeah. So they don't have all the wine glasses here, but this is usually like a white wine, or you could use it as a, yeah, the red wine cups are bigger. The white wine, red wine is bigger because the wine needs to breathe. The red wine, it has a lot of tannins in it. This is for white wine. And then the skinny one is for champagne, because we want to look classy. So that's what that's for.
Also important to add that not everybody drinks wine, so these glasses are perfect for non-alcoholic beverages as well. Then see replacements such as apple cider, de-alcoholized wines, mocktails. A lot of times people will get those as opposed to wine, and that's completely fine. So as simple as this may appear to be and unnecessary, it is actually very important to understand the difference between glasses that are presented before you, especially when you go into rooms of opportunity, high-level rooms, networking rooms, going out to eat with maybe business partners or friends. It makes you look like you know what you're doing and that you belong in those rooms. And I think that it's important, as educated and as sophisticated we may be, sometimes we don't know these rules. And this is why I took the time to emphasize the shape of the glass and what each one is used for. So tell me in the comments, did you know that the skinnier glasses, the tulip-shaped ones, are for champagne or for bubbly wines, and that the red wine was the biggest wine bowl glass? Let me know. So because this was an etiquette class slash birthday dinner, I chose to use this opportunity to teach all of the guests that you should always bring a gift to a host if you're invited to a birthday party or invited to a party in general. But again, because it was her birthday, they did decide to give her gifts that were special to what she liked. Traditionally, you wouldn't give your gifts at the table per se, but because this was a restaurant and it was a birthday dinner, I just used this as an opportunity to teach. So don't do this if you're going out to eat publicly.
So, as a part of etiquette, anytime a host invites you somewhere, you should give them a gift. Technically, you should probably give some flowers and some chocolate. Don't bring you that stuff.
She don't like flowers.
Oh, you don't like flowers?
She don't like chocolate.
Oh, all right.
She
Well,
like candles and angels.
She like candles and angels.
tea. You like tea?
I like regular. And you like herbs to make me feel good.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, we were going around the table talking about things that we liked, and one of the guests happens to host parties a lot. And so she said she doesn't like flowers or chocolates, but she likes teas. So, people that know her, that would be a great opportunity for them to give her assorted teas. So while we were waiting for the bread to come, we decided to do the gift exchange at this moment. And this is honestly the part that I love about etiquette, considering other people over yourself. And again, even though we don't traditionally give gifts at the table because it was her birthday, it just felt so special, and it made me happy to see how happy she was and how loved she felt. So that's a little intricate part of this session that I had. So depending on what your restaurant serves with the bread, you'll get a side of butter or olive oil. Either one, you should always pour the olive oil or take your bread and your butter into your bread plate. And I have a video on all my social media platforms showing the bread hack, or the BMW hack, where the bread is on the left, your meal plate is in the middle, and W is, or waters or wines, whatever drink you have, is on your right. So check out my Oil Mill Academy page or my personal page to see that video. But pretty much you'll take your bread, you'll rip it piece by piece, and you'll either spread the butter on each piece that you put in your mouth, or you can dip your bread in the oil and eat it piece by piece. But never cut your bread open and smear olive oil on it. It's just not a part of proper etiquette. So at another restaurant we went to on the trip, they actually had a better setup of the silverware, and they actually had a fish knife, which I was really happy to demonstrate how to use, because it's not typical to find them at regular restaurants. But if you do find yourself with it, you know how to use it. And so I peel the skin back, and then usually you can just get the flesh off of the bone if it is a fish with bone in it. So it's really helpful. So now that everyone had ordered their food, it was time to eat. And so this is actually the main reason why we were here. I wanted to teach them continental or European style for dining. So one of the biggest differences is that we use the right hand to cut the meat, while we use the tines of the fork to hold down the meat. But when we cut the meat and we bring it to our mouth, we keep the fork in our left hand and we bring the meat to our mouths with our left hand. In American style, we put the knife down, we switch the fork to the right hand, and then we eat that way. But continental style, we just keep it simple. You cut the meat or cut the food and keep the fork in your left hand and just eat that way. The clearest way to signal to your waiter that you're all finished eating is by the placement of the knife and fork. So place them at a 4 o'clock position, or you can face them at a 12 to 6 position, which is straight up and down. Then lastly, when leaving, place your napkin on the left side of your plate so that the waiter knows that you are all done. So I hope this video was helpful for you, though it was just the behind the scenes of a dining etiquette class and not a direct vocal one. I hope that you still got some value from this video. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. And to join our community, you can visit us at www.oilmillacademy.org, where information is shared on the premium coaching that we offer, or even self-paced online courses and in-person workshops that we do as well. So like again this video and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.